All right, welcome back to the Hoodrat2Harvard podcast. I am your host, Chandrika Simmons, also known as the Law Chick and Hoodrat2Harvard. We have our special segment, Woven Wisdom from Generation to Generation, with my special guest. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, niggas? We got a show for y'all today. It's gonna be quick, fast, and just keep up because we got a lot to get in this little space of time.
I know that's right. So let's start off with how you want to run it, Tarsha.
Shout out to Excellence, my girl Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to you for giving backup emergency power. She started a program to provide emergency power in Houston from the recent Hurricane Beryl that left many people suffering. Just seeing her tour and seeing her still have time to reach back into her community to make sure that everybody in her community is doing well. Like, we love to see it. So shout out to you, Megan. Keep doing great things, mama.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my shout out to excellence to Vice President Kamala Harris for playing the role of subservient to a mediocre Wahite man for 15 years, and then get towards the end goal, and then it's handed to you like a flaming red hot Cheeto. Shouts out to you, bitch.
Oh my God.
Okay. Hot topics.
All right. You want me to take it?
Yep.
So our hearts and prayers go out to Sonia Messi, who was unfortunately unalived the other week by a cop who was called to actually assist her. This happened in Springfield, Illinois. She called the cop because she thought that there was a intruder, and I guess while in the house, she was in the kitchen boiling some water, and she asked the cop if she could move the pot of boiling water off the stove, and she moved it to another heater that wasn't lit, and the cop said she slammed it aggressively, which is not a cause for being shot in the head. So the officer, Sean Grayson, Deputy Sean Grayson did shoot her in the head. She was killed. He also stopped his colleague from giving her further assistance. Sonia Massey was 36 years old at the time of her death, and she died on July 6th. So my question to you, since you are a lawyer, Ms. Chandrika, is, because maybe I don't fucking know, but can you please explain to me, as a real life lawyer who has passed the board exam, who has a degree, what does not guilty mean, and why someone who clearly is guilty of killing an innocent woman is playing in our fucking face? Because if there is a law that is different for cops when it comes to murder, we the people need to know about it.
Okay, so I'm a former cop lawyer.
Hello.
So I used to represent them when they jackets get tarnished and all those good things, and represent them for their contracts. So when you are arrested and you are asked what do you want to plead, most people plead not guilty, and they go through the process because it leads to the process to a certain process of how they're going to handle you with the arraignment, with your charges, with trying to reach an agreement, a plea deal, or anything like that. If you go in and you say you're guilty, that you're going to get a different set. Then you're not going into any type of negotiations. You're going to referral for how many, for your previous record, how many years they're going to give you, what they're going to charge you with, blah 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 blah, all those things. So him pleading not guilty does not mean that he's not guilty. It just means that he's going through a different process where he probably wants to see what kind of offers they're going to give him. Instead of just saying I'm guilty, he wants to try to plead something down, or try to go to trial to get exonerated. In this country, most cops that go to trial do get exonerated because they have immunity for a myriad of reasons, because it's during the duties or whatever. But in this instance, I have researched this case because it kept popping up on my feed. And what I do know is this, that during the time frame that this woman called the police, during the time frame that they arrived, he did not have his body cam on. He turned his body cam on after he had already unalived her. But his partner had his body cam on. They're not releasing that footage of that body cam. And his partner is the one who rendered aid, and he didn't. And the officer who murdered her did not. And as a result of that, he's going to get some other charges. I don't think he's going to get past this one for one reason, for major reasons. There's no justification for shooting her in the head. This looks like a murder. Like,
Yes.
came there like, but people need to know that cops are in gangs.
Yeah.
And some of those gang initiation things, you got to kill this person, this and that, blah blah blah, all these things. So, and then people think, oh well, that's not really true, because you have the people who, the unions that represent the cops, saying no, they fired him, this and that. But it's a nationwide gang.
Mm-hmm.
So if he gets fired, terminated from one place, if he goes to a different place, which they all tend to do, go to a different municipality and gets hired, he's going to have that kill on him, and he's going to excel in the ranks of those gangs. So people keep that in mind. Like, no, it's not a gang, because we let him go. He's not part of our gang. You got a big overall gang, and, and you ain't gonna play in my face and tell me it don't exist, because I do know it exists. Exactly. But in this case, I'm just tired of being sick and tired. In the words of Fannie Lou Hamer, I am tired of being sick and tired of seeing things like this happen, and we have to go through a process to try to get justice. It's just not, yeah.
What people need to understand is the history of police. To begin with, police were established to hunt down slaves. That's literally what they were established for, is slave hunters, runaway slaves. They were a group of KKK people banding together to go hunt down runaway slaves. That is the true history of cops. It is an organization that was meant to perpetuate and progress the enslavement of others. With that said, I remember last year on TikTok, someone had made a video, and I wish I would have saved it then. Someone had made a video that, and it was a hot take, that said that the reason that cops keep getting away with acts like this against innocent people is because it doesn't cost the states anything in comparison to killing someone. If the person then said, if we as a community started really understanding the value of dollar and money in regards to ourselves, we will understand the importance of life insurance. If you got unjustly killed, or your partner got unjustly murdered, and you file a lawsuit against that, the insurance company is going to do their own investigation. And one of the things the person said was like, you don't want the insurance investigating you behind anything, because they're going to get their money, whoever has it. And if it's an unjust kill, they're going to get that from the cops. It was a hot take, and I wish I would have saved it, but I agree. Like, there needs to be some form of zero tolerance when it comes to cops killing innocent people. You should not be allowed to kill an innocent woman, a 36-year-old woman, in her home, and go to a different state and apply for a job. You should be put in jail at the highest order. A zero tolerance. We have a zero tolerance for bullying, but we don't have a zero tolerance for murder.
No.
This is your job. Your job is to protect and serve, not to go and kill. And that's what these cops don't understand. We need to put the fear back into these institutions that were established to maintain order. Well, not the cops. They were established to maintain slave orders. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah. What's next?
Up next is the billionaires. They had an auction. Did you see it?
Fighting. No.
Did you see it?
No. What happened?
There is a billionaire by the name of Ken Griffin, founder and CEO of a hedge fund called Citadel. He bought he bought a stegosaurus, a fully put together stegosaurus, for $44.6 million. It is one of the largest that's reported to ever been built. And on Wednesday, the fossil sold at an auction where billionaires who knows where they are, but across the world, were bidding on this one stegosaurus. When I tell you District 1 is alive and thriving, because in what world are billionaires happily, publicly bidding on a fossil while the state of the world is where it is.
Girl, why?
Yes.
What? Here's the thing. I come to a revelation that talent, money, and resources are given to the wrong people so that we can do something different to make sure that it doesn't. Yet we, as the people who, if we had received it, don't do anything about them getting the money, the prestige, the access. Because okay, is homelessness still not a real thing?
Hello.
Is child abuse still not a real thing? Like there is foster care and kids being shuffled all over. It's still not a real thing. Is not having enough beds for mental health patients not a real thing? Um, why are we selling skeletons? Why
Hello.
is this not in a museum? Why is this not preserved? Why would this be for a private owner? It goes to show that's what's on the surface of what they're doing. That's that they're letting us see.
That they're letting us see exactly.
We know that you guys are out here buying body parts.
We know you're not paying taxes.
We know a lot of things that you're not showing us, and you're getting money off of it. I think the time has passed for us collectively check out as far as our dollars go and be mindful of where we're sending our monies, because people are getting rich off of us and then not doing right by us.
Exactly. And if you can buy a stegosaurus, bitch, and you can't pay taxes, we got something backwards. We definitely got something backwards. Society has it wrong. The government has it wrong. These billionaires need to be taxed. That whole eat the rich, bitch. Can we pick a date? Can we all pick a date to collectively eat their ass? Because I'm tired. I'm tired. Inflation is at the utmost high. Shit. Got my blood pressure up.
And they do.
Mm.
All right, international news.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the El Salvadorian president Nayib, and I'm gonna mess up his last name, Bukele, or whatever.
Bukele.
Yes, he decided to throw a curveball of the century when he addressed his party. This man had all of his high ups in a meeting, and he had the treasury there, and he told him, he's like, out of everybody in this room, the only one I don't have say so over is that treasurer over there. So he turns to the treasurer, and this man said, I want you to investigate everybody in this room on how they're dealing with their funds and stuff like that. And that shouldn't be a problem, right? In front of everybody, the whole room. The video is in that link right here in the article.
On the side, I'm looking.
Yeah, baby, they faces was everybody. You could feel the tension. This man said, I want to live as a president that was known not to have thieves around him. He's doing a complete overcorrection for Salvador right now. And this has he is loved by the people by 85%. We need to take a page out of his book. This man is shutting down corruption left and right in his country, and the people are here for it, and the people in power are in fear.
I have a question with when people do this, especially in particular in South American countries and Mexico, things like that. They tend to be assassinated after
He
they.
said that. Yeah, he addressed that. He's like, they said that, oh, are you afraid to die? He's like, I'm gonna die someday.
Yeah.
Might as well go out doing.
Out of one bang.
Yeah.
And doing the right thing.
Yep, exactly.
Whereas the dinosaur people are not. Yeah. So yeah, I would encourage you to look up that story. President Naib Nayib Bukele, Bukele. That's an interesting story, very much so. And then the story for Ken Griffin, the billionaire investor, that's on Apex APX. I would encourage you to go read that as well. That's and then Sonia Massey, you can see those all over the internet. And her last name is spelled like Massey. Here in Michigan, it's Massey Cadillac. They very well known family up here. Massey. And research her. Her first name is Sonia, Somya. All right. Political moment. Yeah. So full disclosure, I was running late for this taping because my back went out. I won't explain disclose why. Tarsha knows. But we had a discussion about what's happening in politics because I had no idea. Go ahead,
Wait,
Tarsha.
wait, before you go to that one, the one at the top, just mention it.
What? The what about the dropping out?
No, the one that right above it. So there's two.
A young white Trump supporting Republican thug tried to shoot Trump at right. Okay.
All right, moving right along. Move right along. All right, here you go. Now, there you go. Come on, Hoodrat.
Okay, so I had no idea that y'all president who has one foot in the grave, one on the banana peel, had dropped out today. I have been doped up with gummies up for my back, and I had no idea. And now I went and go looked at it, and he has endorsed Kamala Harris. What the entire fuck are you Democrats doing? Y'all want to lose. Y'all want to lose.
I'm so mad. You know what? I'm not gonna hold the Democrats for this one. It was Joe. Joe did this. He was like, all right, y'all can have Kamala. I'm out. We don't want her ass neither, nigga. We don't want her ass either. Y'all both can kick rocks. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love me some Kamala Harris. I have nice debates about her. She is a fellow sister of the bar. And I've been following her career for a long time, and I think she's more overly qualified to be president of the United States. That's neither here nor there because the bottom line is this is these yet to be United States. I saw a story the other day about another black woman saying self-hating ass bitch saying can black women never be checked? And then one of my mutuals,
oh my god, when I tell you, I literally blocked her. I say, bitch, don't get me on here saying I'm trying to be in a new chapter of life instead of dragging bitches on the internet no more. Like I was this close to dragging.
girl, my mutual study let her ass have it, and I was here for it because the bottom line is this, bitch, I can be checked by the right person. What you won't do is we're the most educated people. Meaning with that, I'm not talking about, oh, we've accumulated all these degrees. What I'm talking about, we've accumulated a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, and those things include you motherfuckers.
Hello.
So you can't tell me about me when you ain't even studied me. You don't even include me in studies. You don't even worry about me. You don't. I can watch 15 shows on TV and see black men and black and white women and everybody else and not see one black woman. So no, bitch, you can't check me if you don't have the credentials to check me, ho. That's how that goes. And so that's how I feel about Kamala being in this space. She's more than overly qualified, but because you motherfuckers you hate black women as it is anyway, you don't want her because of whatever reasons you done conjured up in your brain. You were okay with a mediocre white man who did it. You were.
I still don't want Kamala. I wasn't okay with the mediocre white man, and I'm not okay with Kamala because she was a puppet. She never spoke up. And I understand politics. There's a time and a place, and you have to choose your battles. But Kamala, she just ain't it. And we ain't got the time to go into it, but we can tag it. We can tag it for the next episode.
But to learn that this motherfucker decided today was the day, right before August primary.
Yep.
Okay, Democrats as it is. All right.
Yep.
So let's look.
But the people want Michelle. They don't want Kamala either. They want Michelle. Everybody's like,
clear.
Tell them your take on that.
She said that she was not coming back to save our asses.
And she did.
That's what she said. She said she wouldn't come back to save her asses. That's what she said on her junket for advertising all her stuff she's promoting. And she said, I played my role during the Obama administration because I had to. She said, but I am not my husband.
Hello.
I will cut you motherfuckers out.
And why would you expect a black woman that was so disrespected to come back and say, like, look at you, fix it? How can you fix your mouth to ask her, Michelle, can you please come back and save this country? No, bitch, no. She gonna let it burn like the rest of us gonna let it burn. And then if we feel like it, we'll pick it back up.
I think that if they were to do something, because this is my first, I'm getting my bearings now regarding this information. We have one of the most beloved governors in Gretchen Whitmer. Right now, we call her Big Gretch. Okay. Now, if Kamala were to pick Gretchen to be her
running mate,
I think we could get the white women on board, because that's they are the most problematic, because
they really are.
They say one thing to your face and then go in that booth and they're gonna vote a totally different way. But if
every single time,
if they down for Big Gretch, and they because then this would be setting Gretchen up to be president. So I think that could possibly be the play. Other than that, I don't. If the Democrats do what I know they're keen to do, they're going to try to find some white man.
I hope not.
Ticket, and I think you would have a better chance against Trump if you had two women.
Hello.
One black and one white.
Yes, I for one don't want Kamala to be my first female president, but that's just my hating ass. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I would adore it. And just so we clear, Kamala is a friend of the family.
Not mine.
She's a friend of this family.
Not mine.
And I appreciate all that she does, because I know the role of a vice president, and people expect more from her because she's a black woman and they expect her to do more than what that role requires. But she hasn't done it outwardly enough for people, but I know what she does in the background. I know how much she supports the LGBTQIA community. I know how much that she supports black women in STEM. I know how much she supports black women in entrepreneurship. I know these things. And so nobody has to show me.
And I don't know these things. So that's why it's so easy for me to be a hater. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If it's a buck, it needs to be kept. I don't know these things about her. So that's why it's so easy for me to be a hater. So there's that.
Okay, well, moving on, because that's going to be interesting coming these next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Leading up to the primary. Let's see, what are we watching and listening to?
I feel like we need to add this suggestion of the month, which is probably going to turn into like suggestion of the week, where we, have you seen The Boys on Amazon Prime?
No.
It is, when I tell you, it's the off version of your favorite superheroes. Like, think of every superhero that you've ever heard of. Okay. It's the off-brand version, and these people go through hell and back. When I tell you it's funny, it's crazy, it's wild, but it's for adults. Don't let your kids watch it.
Okay, it's off-brand.
Yes, they got a Superman. Instead of having Superman, his name is Homelander. What? Yes, and this, when I tell you, Homelander is probably the craziest motherfucker you're gonna ever meet. But you're gonna love him and hate him, and you're gonna hate him and hate him, and then love him and hate him and love. It is crazy. These characters are so unhinged. If you love blood, guts, spits, and ass like all over the place, you are gonna love this TV show. It is called The Boys on Prime. It is crazy.
I gotta watch this. I gotta see if I'm going to watch. I'm a documentary girl. I don't really care for shows and stuff for Abbott at Elementary. That's about it.
I love Abbott.
But The Boys on Prime, I gotta check this out. Off-brand versions of superheroes. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna love it. I promise you. You're gonna get your husband to watch it too. It is a riot. It is a full-grown riot.
I'm gonna look into that and see what I first take. We'll see what it is. What are we listening to?
For me, I'm currently listening to my 90s women: Shantae, Brandy, Monica, TLC, Toni Braxton. I'm listening to the girls. I'm listening to the girls that started it all. Well, kinda. Yeah.
Okay, so fun fact, Shantae Moore was on a talent show over in Asia somewhere.
Yes, I saw that.
If anybody has not seen her on this show, you need to go to YouTube, look up Shantae Moore talent competition, and you will be overly pleased with how well Shantae Moore can fucking sing.
Hello. If you couldn't, Shantae's got a man.
Oh
If you
my
didn't hit them notes,
God,
Mama came to.
she can sing.
What happened to her?
So I don't think that she got the just due that she during the time frame. It was they were all vying for attention. She came out during the time of Beyonce, A. Marie, shoot, what Kelly Price, all those, and it was just a lot. And I think that some of her hits got through, but I don't think people understood how talented she was. Like everybody else is getting their voices tuned, whereas Shantae Moore flat-footed, bitch. You can't touch her on her worst day.
Hello.
Birthday. So I love that for you that you listen to that. I, on the other hand, because my back has went out and I've been in the bed and in my hammock just trying to chill, and yacht music has been my life.
Okay.
I love a good yacht playlist with everything from Hall and Oates to Toto. So,
okay.
yacht music is where it is for me. I did have my daughter had me in the car yesterday listening to. I didn't know that Brandy, Monica, and what's her name with the ponytail?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande remade "The Boy Is Mine."
I didn't know that. Did they really?
Yes, and it's trash.
Oh my goodness!
She was like, "Mom, don't you like this song?" I said, "I absolutely do not. I can't.
I have to listen to it.
Distinguish between who's who, except for Brandy towards the end." I was like, "Why did they even do this over?" I don't even.
Why did Ariana Grande need to be added?
I was just so confused. I'm like, what is happening?
Again, gatekeeping is okay, people. We don't have to invite everybody in.
Oh wow! You know what? That leads me to this real quick. So, I saw a snippet of Dr. Umar, who is problematic all himself, but a broke clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day.
He said, "I didn't appreciate how people were coming for me." This is Dr. Umar talking. How people were coming for me when I said that Eminem wasn't one of the top rappers, and the rappers got it. He said I was gatekeeping the culture. He said so. The same thing has occurred with Beyonce going in country music, as she was not welcome over there, even though that is our John. He said, had we not created country music, I would have understood why they wanted to protect it. He said, but you can't protect something that still belongs to us, and she has every right to be over there in that
Hello.
So I'm with Tarsha. You need to keep some things because these folks will keep you out of your shit.
Your own shit. How you let somebody in your house and then you get locked out?
Do you, baby? That's what I'm trying to talk about. You call the police or somebody and they come and take you to jail, bitch. How?
Hello.
How the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, we know this episode was short, but you got to forgive us on this. There's more to come. We did narrow down some an area a date, like in September, where we're gonna start rolling out more episodes, more weekly episodes. So stay tuned. One of us is got her back sore, the other one is in another country. So we're trying to align together. Don't judge us, ho.
Right, that part. We need grace, bitch.
Yes, give us grace, bitch.
That's what I'm asking for. And I appreciate you listening to the Hoodrat2Harvard podcast with Woven to Wisdom, Generation to Generation with Tarsha, also known as the hell. I said my Tyler Perry boy. Girl, next time we got to talk about this Tyler Perry movie. I didn't even watch it.
I haven't watched it, but I heard the rule.
But my mutual let it. I said I don't have to watch it after I heard what she had to say. Goddamn, and we got to watch it. Also known as HellGirlVibe. You can follow her on all platforms. HellGirlVibe.
I ain't watching that nigga shit. Fucking hate that nigga.
Oh my God, leave TP alone.
You know I can't. I hate him like Kendrick hate Drake. We ain't never gonna be cool.
Well, damn. Let me have my chitlin, please.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this has been a great episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.